saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
And the extra point is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The corners are walked up tight. To the air, it's Levitt. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Firing to the right, complete. Tackle was made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
There's a crease. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hall. He gets a block. He's got it out. He's going to get loose. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He's going for the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground.
Touchdown, LSU! A great catch and run for get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Using his legs, it's Lacey. Got enough for the first. All kinds of room to the right. Past the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Hall. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hand. Great place to start for this offense. They think there's room to run to the right here. Makes it past the marker. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Back to throw, it's Levin. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on fourth. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab on the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, LSU! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. looking for blockers. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Now on the move. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Offense changing the play. On the move. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Past the 30. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Rebels.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. the great things about the early part of the season, high-profile non-conference games, and that's what we have for you on EA Sports College Football. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the Crimson Tide head coach has let me know pregame. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Hurricanes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Rodgers. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Austin Mack fires to the middle, makes a connection, just what they... Forward to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Russell. The sure hands, it's Hill. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive.
Snags it, and there's running room. Smashes him with the stiff arm. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that. Keelan Russell
gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Smashes through the tackle. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. Under fire. Going for 6. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Quickly complete. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Fourth down, Russell. Lets it fly. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Keeps it on first down. There's some room. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
So now it's second and long. Might be calling a hot route. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. With the draw, it's Fletcher. Runs through the tackle. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. And the Canes headed quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Mensah to throw. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to pass, it's Russell. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Throwing Russell. He's got an open man. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here. They'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Touchdown tie. And they take it in for 6 more points. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. From the gun. Escapes the pressure going right. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Hauls it in, and he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Makes the catch. It's Lofton. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Canes moving quickly to the line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Canes. Once he got some room, it was over. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tide ready to roll on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Oh, he's got a chance. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Russell. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Wants to throw. It's Russell. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Keelan Russell. Stepping to the right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Again, it's Russell. Quarterback extends the play. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Running the red zone, it's Riley. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Throwing Russell. Here's the pressure. And they got it. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Russell from the gun on third down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Mensah. Pressure coming. He gets away. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And finally, their big play receiver gets in the stat column with his first catch of the game, and we're here late in the second quarter. You got to give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've done a nice job taking him away and limiting his damage. Let's see if they can keep it up, though, because when this guy gets hot, he's virtually unstoppable.
Throwing, Mensah. Quick completion on the out route. There he goes. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes.
Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Miami. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll bring it out. It's Scott. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Russell. Catch in the middle. It's Rodgers. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure on this defense. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Run the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Time to take a shot. He's got it down the right side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Keelan Russell. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people are near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Absolutely perfect. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Slips through the line. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up now. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. Here's Mensa to throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, I did not have this in my bingo card, guys, but being one of the most talented quarterbacks in college football, to be under 50% completions in this game, nobody saw that coming. He has not been able to find his rhythm, and he looks frustrated.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Running inside. It's Pringle. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. And the Canes will try to convert on 4th down. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Mensa. He's got him. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Caught, and he's got room. The tag. Scooped and scored. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. It's complete.
I love when quarterbacks do that. When you go back to the guy that made a mistake earlier in the game. Earlier we saw that receiver fumble. Right away the quarterback throws him the football. Don't worry about it. I got you. We need you to win this game. And that's going to help this receiver's confidence and his mojo.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Upstairs, he's got it. And the Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. Throwing, Mensah. Dumps it off in the flats. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Hurricane! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing Russell. Quickly complete. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Caught. Still on his feet at the 45. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that one.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell, maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason there was an inaccurate throw.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Russell throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They didn't get a push at all on and it'll be no gain on the play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll keep it on the ground. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Russell unloads to the wideout, working on the right. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. On the option. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch the... Makes the grab in their space. He's inside the 40. 20, inside the 10, to the house, touchdown Canes.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker, turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Throwing Russell. Makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Goes to the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. This to jump into the lead in the final minute. It's good! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. Here's Mensah to throw. Rushes on him. And it's a sack.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Got to find a completion on this one. Here comes the heat. Working the middle. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Florida State Seminoles. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with the Rebels head coach. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Kick it away first. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The keeper on the option. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Alexander. At the 45 on his way. Flying down the left side. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. You take advantage of tendencies when you said that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chopped up yardage moving down the field to score in that opening series.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The play fake on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Noles will hustle to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second and regroup before running this next play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
Missed the connection on second, now looking at a third down. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Working that left side. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll go right back to the run. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, looking to pass. And he is stopped short, well short of the marker as the defense stands tall.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Got a little grass. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Rebels. Middle of the end zone. He's got it.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
14, Florida State, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. One little mistake in your... unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. And so after the scintillating return, just don't mess it up. You've got to cash this in for a score. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that...
Max going for the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Running to daylight from inside his 25. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Inside, it's Lacey. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Give to the back. Makes him talk to the hand. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Looking to pass, it's Daniels. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it right on the field. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Now they'll try the right side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this.
Maybe a crease. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown Seminoles. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit as he throws. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man downfield. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. As we look at the stats of what has been an offensive showcase so far. The defenses have some work to do to slow down these high-powered attacks as we start the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Delayed handoff. It's Lacey. Breaks the tackle. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Finds his man. It's Alexander. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive.
Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Effective offense leading the way here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Another incompletion on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the score.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. He'll do it himself. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Might as well stick with him. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces and is supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. Unloads quickly. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
The Rebels have it in scoring position on first and goal. Quarterback making checks. He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
Number 17, set to kick this one away.
And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. The 40. The 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida State. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The RPO, it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Rebels racing to the line in a hurry up. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Breaks into the open. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. And that will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. He'll take a deep shot here. Got it down the field. Bulldozes his way through. Shakes a man, and he might take off. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Knowles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you talk about wasting no time, that's what this offense just did. First play, explosive play. Second play, ready to rock and roll. 2-play drive. It's exactly what they drew up over there on the sidelines, Palmer.
And they did a great job at getting down to the goal line and getting set quick to go run that play, right? After the long play, the call came in, everybody got lined up. They were wasting no time. Defense completely on their heels. They don't know what just hit them.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Daniels. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to run it. A strike downfield. There he goes. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? And so a huge gain is negated by an illegal forward pass. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Discards him with the stiff arm. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch inside the 30 and still running. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you've got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. And the comeback is on.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Makes a move. He goes out of bounds at the 40 after an excellent return. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. On the ground, it's Lacey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready.
Might have a chance. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
For the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown.
36.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Escapes the pressure to his right. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse,
Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. A top 10 showdown today on EA Sports College Football. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Rebels will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will... The 25. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Now on the option. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Dante Moore, he wants to go deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing, Moore. Under fire. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
So now it's 2nd and long. Thrust that arm out. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. This quarterback part of their running game. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Here's more to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Davison. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Rides the back and leaves it. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. The Rebels want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Alexander. Finding some room. He's at the 10. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's got it on the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Floats it out in space. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. He wants to change this route. Just going to keep it after the snap. All by himself down the middle. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rebels.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore, coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. And he'll bring it back. He gets a block. Hits him with a stiff arm. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. This offense has it with really good field position. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Running inside. It's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. On the option. He'll toss it.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Oregon. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Moore. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Rebels offense is back on the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Haas. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Making side adjustments here. Using his legs. It's Lacey. There's a little room there. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow downs. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
race car. 180 race car. 139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43.
Ready. Kill. 390 Twilight. 390 Copper. Win.
They'll try to get it through the air. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Quarterback making adjustments.
Bender. Foul. Stack.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Complete out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dante Moore. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it down the field. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. In the red area, it's Hill. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Moore will throw. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. Bust through behind his pad. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Can't get him to the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Throwing more. That's caught. It's Stewart. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Going over the top. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Red Raiders headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Simon. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Makes a grab and room to run. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll give it to Brown. Fighting off the defender.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch, they've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
On first down, it's Brown again. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Manning to throw. The screen, he can go. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start. And that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The run inside. It's sticky. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Handoff to Joyner. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Grab behind the line. It's Carpenter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Red Raiders go back to the air. Wants to throw again. Oh, they're after him. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
The handoff as they run the counter play here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Manning. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, it's a really nice job by the quarterback that time, working through his progressions, because the running back was not the primary target on that play. You find the check down, though, and when you get it to that guy, if he's even got a little bit of room, he's got the wiggle in this.
Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It does not take this off. it.